Welcome to Welcome with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of John, chapter 13, verse 34. And this is Jesus speaking. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. And I'm going to repeat that. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. This is one of the Ten Commandments that people just find it so hard to do. It sounds the simplest. It sounds the easy as all of them, because it's hard to go daily lives without trying to lie. I know people can do it without stealing and can do it without committing murder, but believe it or not, as easy as it sounds to simply love one another, so many people find it so hard to do. Love your neighbor. A lot of people go, there's neighbor wars all the time. They just drive you nuts. They're crazy, shifty, little shysty. Who knows? A lot of people don't even want to communicate with their neighbor, let alone go around and simply saying, I love you, neighbor. What about your enemy? A lot of people kind of find that hard. Oh, that's my enemy, and they get on my nerves, and they're constantly going against me and causing problems and havoc in my life. I know a lot of people just think that this refers to an enemy in their actual life, like the co-worker who's always out to get them and trying to get them fired and take their spot, or the one at school that, is the bully, those type of enemies. But the devil is your enemy. So when it says to pray for your enemies and to love your enemies, how many people could say, oh, I love the devil? Well, that just is wrong, Ronnie. That's just, why could you say that when we love God? It says to love your enemy. It says to pray for your enemy. How do we go about doing that? Well, I'm here to help you. Be thankful. Thank God for your enemy, because it brought you closer to God. Oh, I've been making the devil mad for years now, just sitting here saying these prayers and because he always has that monitoring spirit. And I'll always be praying to God. I said, God, and I hope that the enemy hears me right now, and I just want to say thank him. Because every time he's trying to get me to turn away from you, trying to get me mad and curse you, and to get me frustrated and get me upset, God forgive him, for he doesn't know what he does. But I just want to say thank you, because every time he does that, he just brings me closer and closer to you. Oh, he thinks I'm going to turn around and get mad. He thinks I'm going to turn around and cry out, God, why? Instead, I'm going to be like, God, look what the enemy has done. Everything that he does, he doesn't realize that my God turns evil to good. That my God uses the evilness for good. And look what the devil is doing. He's laying these traps. He's laying these snares, trying to catch me to fall in those pits. Oh, but what am I doing instead? I'm turning around and praying to God. God, I know you see what I'm going through, and I know you see what the devil's trying to get me to do, and what he's put into my thoughts and what he's put into my mind, and how he's trying to get me caught up in this emotion. Ooh, but what he did not know was that I was going to come running to you. That I was going to come tell you about it. That I was going to come pray to you and say, God, help me to make me through it. God, help me to realize what he is doing. So, dear God, I just want to thank you for this enemy. I just want to thank you for the evil one trying to catch me, because he doesn't realize that every time he does this, it just brings me closer to you. Now, I don't know. I guess I gotta ask God if he needs to correct me of this, but sometimes I'll be calling the devil stupid. I don't know if he can say stupid, but I'll be like, God, he's so stupid. I know he is, because look at where he was. He was once up there being your best friend, and how he stabbed you in the back. How dumb is he? And then this guy, he's over here doing this stuff. Man, is he stupid. Look at all this. I know he is. Look what he's doing, and look at what he's doing to me. And thinking that I'm going to sit there and turn around and do this and do that. And all it did was just bring me closer to you. All it did was have me running towards you, not running from you. But see, that's what his goal is. His goal is to get you to run from God. To get you to curse God. And we see those examples too many times in the book of Job. That's all he's trying to do. He wants you to run away from God. He wants you to lose faith in God. And see, there's a lot of times when we get closer in our walk, and the more closer we get, the more he's going to be under attack. Man, there's a lot of people losing their faith over certain verses because they can't seem to understand why they go through so many things. And that one verse, I'm going to tell you right now, that's making people turn away from God. Is that no enemy, well, I had it, but I just lost it just because I was about to speak it. But no weapon formed against me shall prosper. See, a lot of people misinterpret that. They think that nothing's going to happen to them because God sits there and says that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And so when things keep coming in them, and when they keep being under attack, they keep seeing all these posts. Everybody keeps saying, oh, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And then they wonder why they're being attacked. God, I thought you said that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And so people get mad and they get upset and they're turning away from God. They're losing their faith. Because they think the scriptures are lying, or they think it doesn't refer to them. And let me explain something to you. That's not what that means. You will be attacked. The enemy will come after you. In fact, the more you get closer to God, the more you're going to be under attack. The bigger relationship you have with God, the more you're going to be under attack. The enemy is going to form all kinds of weapons. And it's supposed to bring you closer to God, not draw you from God. And yes, they're going to be shot arrows at you. What it means is that they will not prosper. It means that you have the victory. Because God has already won this war. The battle you must fight. And you will be attacked. But here's the thing. You have victory in Jesus. And that's what it's meaning by that. And so many people are sitting there taking that verse saying that thinking that they're not going to be attacked. You will be attacked. This is a war, people. You're on the battlefield every day, and it says to keep on the armor of God. The victory is yours. You just got to keep that mindset. You got to remember that. But just because you're walking with the Lord doesn't mean that you will not be attacked. And too many people are preaching that means you will not be attacked because nothing that the enemy does shall come against you. That is wrong. Everything the enemy does is going to come against you. That's the whole purpose of it. That's why it's called a war. That's why you're in a battle. That's why you got to wear the armor of God. What it means is that the victory is yours. You will be attacked. It's telling you that the weapons that are formed against you, that means there is going to be attacks. There is going to be the enemy coming against you. There is going to be literally weapons formed against you. But don't stress because the victory is yours. You've got to get into it. Quit dissecting and twisting these things because it clearly states what it states. It shall not prosper. Means it doesn't matter what the enemy does, it won't go to pass because the victory is yours in the end, but you will be attacked. You're in a battle. Don't lose your faith.